everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another What I Eat Today. Thank you so much for logging on and joining me for a fantastic day of food. I have so missed doing these videos. I have so many exciting recipes to share and I'm just going to get started with my day. So this morning, it's Monday. Very quick breakfast for me, which was a cup of tea and a banana. It's pretty standard for me unless I'm having porridge or I'm having yogurt. I'm not mad hungry ever in the mornings. It's very, very rare for me. So I like to have something to get my body pumping, get my body moving, but it's never anything substantial unless it's a porridge. Or unless I fancy a weekend treat and I have like a brunch, like an English breakfast or something, but it's quite rare. But anyways, I'm just gonna get started with my lunch and I'm not quite sure what I'm having. I've got some roast chicken in the fridge that he's eating. I'm kind of fancying a cheese sandwich. I think it'll be something with bread because I have a beautiful loaf that I want to use. And then for dinner tonight, I'm not too sure. I have loads of ideas in my head for recipes and I'm not quite sure what I fancy, but I'll work that out later on. I have lamb chops in the fridge, I have chicken, I have mint, so the world is really my oyster. I was thinking about doing lamb burgers, but we'll see what I fancy. Again, I have all the meat defrosted and I just need to sort it out and put the stuff I don't use in the freezer today. So yeah, you'll know by now from the thumbnail what it's likely that I've done, but I hope you all enjoy it. This top is by Monki. I think I got it last year. I really like it. I have a ton of these striped t-shirts. I basically live in them and I love them. This is a tighter one because all my other ones are quite baggy and I wanted one that's a little bit more fitting. So I got this last year and I love it. These jeans are, I think, from Reclaimed Vintage. They're a really nice cream kind of mom jean. They come just above the ankle, so they're a nice ankle grazer. Again, I got these last year. I don't wear them too frequently, but I have found myself reaching for them for these past few months. So I'm just gonna get started. I hope you all enjoy it. I will link everything that I think you might be interested in, whether it's recipes, videos, homey bits, my Amazon page in the description box, so make sure you go and check that out. But yeah, let's get on with the day. Kids are sat eating their lunch. In fact, Layla's just gone out. It's just me and Harrison this afternoon, so I'm just about to make my lunch, and I have this bread here in my bread bag. I will link this bread bag down below because I do get a lot of questions about it, and if I'm honest, it keeps bread really fresh and it's a really great way of avoiding having to use plastic wrap and tin foil and all that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm going to be having a cheese and chicken melt with this chutney here, which is an Aldi chutney, and it is the tomato and chili. So all I'm going to do is get myself 2 slices of the bread, and I already kind of know what these are in point value. It's 3 points for 2 slices. I had these yesterday, so I'm pretty clued up in regards to what they cost in regards to points. So I'm just gonna get my little chopping board. Here's my little chopping board. I'm just gonna pop 2 slices on there, and I'm literally just going to spread the chutney on the bottom. And I am actually going to be using a combination of 2, and I'm gonna get some spinach out as well for the top. So I'm just going to spread this chutney on. You can substitute this for anything. Sometimes I use tomato puree with a bit of garlic minced in. Chicken yesterday, and we have some skinless chicken breast. Like this, of course, is free on WW, so I'm just going to pop some of this on. My chicken, and I'm going to be using a combination of 2 cheeses. I have 30 grams in my little bowl, which equates to 3 points or 4 points, I think, because this is full fat and the other one isn't. And this is the Tesco's Finest Grey. I like to use a combination of cheddar and grey because grey gives it a nice tangy flavour, but also it gives it that melty, tear-aparty effect that you will get on pizzas and on grilled cheese sandwiches and that kind of thing. So I'm going to pop a nice handful on each. As I said, I have weighed this out, so I know what it is in regards to point values. Texture and crunch, I'm going to sprinkle on some nigella seeds, but before I do that, I'm going to pop them in the tray that they're going to be cooking on because nigella seeds can tend to go everywhere. So I'm just going to lift these, and they are quite substantial, guys. This is definitely a lunch where you could just have the one. I'm being greedy and I'm going to have the 2 of them, but as you can see, they're very substantial, so you could just easily have one of those. You don't need to have 2. And I'm just going to sprinkle on some nigella seed. It gives it a nice crunch and a nice bit of colour as well. dinner. So even though we're not having these now, I want to prep them because Andrew and I are nipping out to see my sister for an hour or so. And I want to just basically put these straight into the oven when we get back. So we're going to be having some cod, which I'm going to make a crispy panko breadcrumb situation over myself. These are free on WW. As you can see, I have 2 nice fillets here. And all I'm going to do is put some flour in a bowl. And then I'm also going to need some egg, which is going to be the thing that binds the breadcrumbs to the fish. I was going to say chicken eggs, I'm so used to doing nuggets. And then these are the panko breadcrumbs I use. I would honestly recommend these so much. I'm going to link where I get them from down below. I get them from Amazon. They're on Prime and they are so good. They're fantastic for nuggets, they're fantastic for fish, fantastic for everything that you want to shallow fry, deep fry, or even just put straight into the oven if you want to save on the calories. So the first thing we're going to do is get the egg wash beat up. And it's really important that you use an egg wash. Don't skip on this step. I know some people like to just stick the breadcrumbs straight to the fish, but honestly it makes a massive difference. So just give those a bit of a beat. And of course, now on WW, eggs are free anyway, so you don't even have to factor that in if you don't want to. The only thing that you do need to consider is the flour, but again it's minimal, and the panko breadcrumbs, which aren't actually that high in point value. Each piece of fish gets popped into the flour, and just make sure it's all covered as evenly as possible. Just take your time, bend it, don't break it, and then just pat it on the side of the bowl, and this is going to tap off any excess flour that you don't actually need. So just tap that off, and then from that bowl straight into our egg wash. And again, take your time on this step. You want to make sure that it's all coated as much as possible to make sure that the breadcrumbs adhere to it. So that is step number 2, and then straight in to step number 3, which is making sure it is as evenly covered as possible in the panko breadcrumbs. A tip that my brother taught me when he was showing me how to make a katsu curry, my brother's a chef by the way, is to use your knuckles and press the panko breadcrumbs into the meat or fish, and this ensures that it stays put in the pan and doesn't move around, and it also ensures an even coverage as well. So the fillets are prepped. I'm going to shallow fry them for part of their cooking time, literally until they're golden on the top, and then they're going to take the rest of their cooking time in the oven. This just saves on the oil, it saves on the amount of time that they're frying for, but feel free to do this either completely in the oven on the grill, or if you want to do it completely shallow or deep frying, that is your choice as well. There isn't a ton of oil in here. I would say there's about 1.5 tablespoons, but you can use fry light, you can use whatever you would like, coconut oil, but you just want to make sure that they're nice and golden and crispy on the outside and perfectly cooked and fluffy on the inside. Up in here, and as soon as we get back they will spend about 15 minutes in the oven while I get on with whatever we're having it with. But right now we're going to hit the road, get in the car and drive to my sister's house. So guys, we've come to the end of another What I Eat. Thank you so much for tuning in. That fish was so nice, so refreshing, and surprisingly easy for the payoff that you get. Honestly, it's just as good as a chip shop bought fish. Wow, that is a tongue twister. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was actually a really low point value day as well, because the only thing I had to factor in for my dinner was my chips, which were 6 points, my panko breadcrumbs, which were 3 points for the amount that I had, and I don't really track hollandaise sauce or tartar sauce or anything like that, but feel free to track that as well. So yeah, quite a good day actually. I didn't have any sweet treats or anything, which is rare, but I am going to end the night with some fruit. I'm going to have my nightly orange, as I normally do, and I'm going to go and curl up in bed because I'm quite tired. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the description box for links to what I've been wearing, recipes, all the what I eat in a day, my Amazon page, which shows a lot of my homewares, along with foodie bits like panko breadcrumbs and chocolate that I like and all that jazz. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.